Okay, today we are talking about manual drafting basics in regards to facilities maintenance. So here's your basic 24-inch T-square. I've had this for about 20 years, still works great. We'll just review some of the basic drafting hand tools or manual drafting tools. Here's a scale. You can see it's got different measurement increments on each side. If you don't have a scale, you can honestly use just like a regular school type ruler, depending on how fine your measurements need to be. This is a French curve. And you want to use low-tack artist tape or low-tack drafting tape or drafting dots when you attach your paper to your desktop. You can use a number 2 pencil like this, or a mechanical pencil, or an actual drafting pencil, depending on your budget. You'll need a 30-60 degree triangle like this. And then you'll also need a 45-degree triangle like this. And that's an eraser bag. It's full of very fine eraser particles. And this is a regular protractor for drawing different angles. And a brush to clean off your work surface and your paper, because you don't want to use your hands, so you don't put oils from your hands on your paper. And a compass to make circles or to make arcs. And then some non-bleed fine tip markers, different sizes. And some erasers. Honestly, a pink regular eraser would work as well. However, I find the white eraser and that gum eraser works good for not getting oil from your hands onto your paper. Here's a circle stencil to make it quick and easy to draw your circles. You can pick these up at Michael's, Office Depot, Staples, eBay, Amazon, etc. Some different shapes. And another ellipse template here. I'll use template and stencil interchangeably throughout this video. More ellipses. These have the angles, depending on which angle you're trying to draw, 30 degree, 20 degree, 40, 50, 60, etc. And then for really big ellipses, this is another ellipse template. Then you can buy a lettering guide to do your lettering, or you can buy lettering stencils. They come in different sizes. Or you can scan your drawing into the computer and then add computerized lettering at a later date. Just some ideas. A little tiny lettering stencil. I apologize, it's upside down. So now we'll just do a quick demonstration. So I'm going to tape my paper down to my work surface. I'm keeping the bottom of the paper even and touching the edge of the T-square. And I'm making sure the T-square stays flush and tight against the edge of my table. And you don't have to use a drafting table. If you have a nice table with a smooth surface and a nice squared edge, that will work. And again, you don't want to use masking tape. You don't want to use Scotch tape, because when you go to remove the tape later, it's probably going to rip your paper or even damage the surface of your table or leave sticky residue behind. The eraser bag helps your tools float on top of the surface. It helps prevent oil from your hands from dirtying your paper. So now I'm just making my marks so I can draw my border around the perimeter of the paper. 1/2 inch on the left and right hand side, 1/2 inch on the top, 1 inch on the bottom. Now go ahead and scribe my lines. You always want to make sure your T-square is nice and tight up against the edge of the table at all times. And then we're just going to draw a simple isometric cube. So I'm using my 30-60 degree triangle, scribing my lines. Ideally, you want to draw your construction lines nice and light. You don't want to push too hard with your pencil, so you can quickly and easily erase lines that you don't want. I'm drawing the lines a little bit darker just so you can see them on camera. And I'm just marking 2 inches by 2 inches by 2 inches for this cube that I'm drawing. Sorry for getting my big nose in the shot there. And again, just a reminder, this is a 30-degree angle here. And now we'll show how the ellipse template works. These make it quick and easy to draw your ellipses. And again, I'm using the 30-degree ellipses here. And you'll note that this template already has center lines. So you line up the line on the template with the line on your drawing to make sure you're drawing your ellipses at the proper angle. So you can see I'm lining up the center line with that 30-degree line. You can draw ellipses manually if you do not have a template like this. It's more time consuming, and you can look up a video on YouTube to see how to do that. I'm not going to cover that in this video. Especially if you have a lot of ellipses to draw, the template makes it a lot quicker and easier as opposed to drawing each one manually, one at a time, and striking all 4 of your arcs. Again, for this one, I'm lining up the center lines. I'm going to erase the lines I don't want. Again, is why it's important to always draw your construction lines nice and light, not too heavy. If you have a chance, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Leave me a comment for future video topics you would like me to cover. That would be helpful. So now we're going to ink in the drawing. So again, these are non-bleed fine tip markers designed for this kind of work. Unfortunately, a lot of my markers are a couple years old now. They're starting to dry out. Normally you would not have to go back and forth like I am doing now. Back and inking your drawings like this will make them look nicer, more professional, helps it pop off the paper. And if you want to scan it into your computer at a later date, it'll scan better as opposed to just pencil lines, I found. And these markers you can buy just about anywhere. Walmart, Office Depot, Staples, online, etc. But it's just important to get the non-bleed ones. I'll go back in with the ellipse template now and ink all my ellipses. Line up those center lines again. Real quick, we'll demonstrate how to ink the border. Your border is always a thicker line weight than the rest of your lines in your drawing. See, this pen is just about dead, so I'll switch here in a second to get a newer, thicker pen. Because this one's just not quite doing a good job for me. save time, we're not doing a title block or a title bar in this drawing today. Just wanted to keep it quick and simple, just to give you an idea. Again, my big nose in the way, sorry about that. But you can see that borderline weight is much thicker than the other lines. And then we'll finish off those last two ellipses. And that's a Stadler product, the ellipse template here. The way I store my T-square when not in use, I hang it on the wall on a nail or push pin. So yeah, this is a 30-degree isometric view or isometric projection. The long side of that triangle is 30 degrees, the shorter side is 60 degrees. Then I'll go back and just erase my pencil marks, try to clean this drawing up. I'll use the brush to clean off the paper. Try to minimize the amount that I touch the paper with my hands too much. So that's the finished drawing for today. So here's for 40 bucks from Amazon. You can get this drafting table. And so you got your triangles, everything built into it. This has a parallel, so you don't have to use a T-square. It's got a parallel that slides up and down on the tabletop. Now this is not a advertisement or promotion for any specific product or service or vendor. Just trying to show you what's out there. So again, for a wood T-square like I got with the plastic edge, looking right around the $20 range, plus or minus. Your templates or your stencils or ellipses. This whole kit even has your triangles and your French curve. Again, just some price comparisons here between different kits you can buy online, eBay or Amazon, etc. So right around what, $11 to $26. So I keep all of my old drawings in a 3-ring binder with a table of contents. When I first started in facilities maintenance, my boss would ask me to design and build something. So I would draw everything by hand with a T-square, a pencil, and paper like you just saw. So these are all my old projects over the last 20 years. Again, custom designs for different types of shop equipment that we needed over the years. And again, this was before I had a computer or access to AutoCAD. Once I had access to AutoCAD or a computer, I would scan these drawings into the computer and I would add computerized labels to make them look nicer, cleaner, more professional. And then I would add some color and some shading to make them look more professional, make them pop off the paper, gives them some depth. And this is a kidney loop filtration system with spin-on filters, a breather, diaphragm pump, metering device. And these type of concept drawings, that's basically what they were, worked well, so my boss or my internal customer could see exactly what the end product would look like. And I would add dimensions, part numbers, etc. So you can see how the shading kind of helps the object pop off the paper. And so does adding some color. Exploded view there. So a little behind the scenes pictures. This is how I filmed this video today. I don't have a fancy camera setup or a tripod or anything. I basically just clamped this little adjustable iPhone holder to my steam cleaner handle, and a rubber band holds the iPhone to the little iPhone holder, iPhone stand, just to give you some ideas for your own videos. I hope this information helps. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment for future video topics you would like me to cover. Thanks for watching.